All right. Okay. Finally. Very, very, I wouldn't say very, but very short card for UFC 317. I wish there was maybe one or two more fights on this card, but a lot of decent fights. And I'm not going to dig too deep into these or my methods behind my madnesses. But yeah, it's the UFC 317. I'm really excited about a couple of these fights, including the main event. We've already seen Ilia Topuria fight at lightweight, which he looked really good. Anyways, let's start at the beginning. Um, Again, 11 fight card. It's pretty short. Is this a pay per view? Tell me this is a fucking pay per view. Is it pay? Tell me it's pay per view. Yeah, you usually ain't nobody. Never mind. I'm not saying too much. All right. Anyways, first fight of the night we have in the heavyweight division: Janata Denise versus Alvin Hines, a new um, heavyweight, undefeated heavyweight. But I'm just very disappointed. I don't like to see like those old, and I say that loosely because I'm 34. He's 33, but he's undefeated. 3 TKOs, 3 subs, 1 decision. He's a wrestler. Um, he's a wrestler. He got TKO'd there in his amateur days, and I think that's what's gonna happen here. I think he's too old and he's too new to the game still. At least Denise has had a few fights in the UFC at like the highest level, and he succeeded at the highest level. So he had one minor setback, but I think he finishes Elvin Hines, the newcomer. I think Janata stuffs a couple takedowns. I think he ultimately catches Hines with something, or he just beats him up for 3 rounds. So it could go either way. If you wanted to win some money, I would say Janata Denise KO or decision, or you could just say Janata Denise, depending on what the lines are. I'll check the lines after I get done with my predictions here. But yeah, first fight, I'm gonna go with Denise. I bet you Denise is a favorite. I bet you he's a favorite. Yeah, I think he wins. Next fight, Nico Price versus Jacoby Smith. Man, for Nico Price's sake, I hope he wins because he's got like 8 kids or something like that, like a 7 or 8 kid team he's got started at home. Um, Man, but I don't think he beats Jacoby Smith. I think Jacoby Smith puts a beating on him. Another undefeated guy, 29, 5'10". Another guy at 170 worth looking at. He knocked out Preston Parsons, so yeah, that's all she wrote. I'm not a huge fan of Preston Parsons, so I like putting wagers on guys to beat him. I think Jacoby Smith absolutely waxes Nico Price. I don't think Nico Price stands any type of a chance. I don't even think they should put in like a Nico Price option to bet on him because it's just 0% negative percent chance it's going to happen. Jacoby Smith, probably by knockout, but regardless, Jacoby Smith takes that dub. third fight of the night, we have Terrence McKinney versus Vyacheslav Borshev. I like both of these guys. I think Terrence McKinney is a kill or be killed kind of guy, and I don't see Borshev killing him or unaliving him, I should say. Yeah, he lost to Tom Nolan, obviously. Um, I think Borshev is just given. They just give him decisions. Like, he didn't beat James Lontop, didn't beat him. Um, what did he? Who did he beat? Majority draw. He lost to Sadikov, I think. That's tough. Never been subbed. Oh, he's been subbed once. He's been KO'd once. I don't think Terrence McKinney doesn't have the grappling like Chase Hooper does. Man. Is Mark Diakase better than Terrence McKinney? Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to think about it too much. I'm gonna say Borshev. Beats McKinney because I don't think McKinney is gonna finish a guy like Borshev. Yeah, so give me Borshev probably by some type of a decision. Probably split. I'll probably be gifted a split decision. Yeah, I'll Borshev. I don't want to pick for that fight, but Borshev. Viviane Araújo versus Tracy Cortez. I don't like Tracy Cortez. I like Viviane Araújo. Yeah, I was gonna say she is on the older side. She's only been finished once in 19 fights. And that was by Sarah Frota. I don't even know who that is. Man, not a fan of Tracy Cortez. I knew Rose was gonna whip her ass, but I am gonna pick Tracy Cortez here. This is a lock for me. Tracy Cortez decision against Viviane. I hate to go that route, but sadly, that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, let's move on before I begin to change my mind. Oh, don't start, dogs, please. Another good fight. Hyder Emil versus Jose Delgado. Hyder Emil is 35. He's 35. But he's 11-0. And I don't see what's so great about him, to be honest with you. He's average. What do the kids say? What do the kids say nowadays? He's mid. Hyder Emil is super mid, ultra mid. I think Jose Delgado was not too far off, if any at all. He's an absolute killer. 5 KO, 4 subs. He's on a finishing streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-fight finishing streak. Man, he's gonna beat Hyder Emil. He's gonna beat Hyder Emil. Who did he lose to? Chris McCarthy. I don't even know who that is. Daniel Rodriguez. We know who that is. No, wrong Daniel Rodriguez. Wrong D-Rod. Yeah, I'm not picking Hyder Emil. I'm not picking Hyder Emil. This one I see Delgado probably probably beating the shit out of Hydermeal. He's a little younger. He's more of a killer. More of a killer. Give me Jose Delgado. Give me Jose Delgado. He might beat him up for most of the fight and then like sub him at the end or TKO him. Lock that in. Jose Delgado. Next fight. These fights, let me stop there and like point out that these fights are really hard to judge. Because Jack Hermanson versus Gregory Rodriguez. Hermanson is a good wrestler. Good submission. He's light on his feet. I liked watching him beat the shit out of Joe Pyfer. That was a good fight for Jack. You don't see Jack getting knocked out too much, if at all. Gregory Rodriguez likes to do that. How many other ways has he beat somebody? He's got 3 submissions. Yeah, I forgot. Jared Cannonier beat the shit out of him. KO punch. Petrosian. KO punch. He's never been subbed. Never been subbed, and I don't see Jack Hermanson knocking RoboCop out. RoboCop is only 33 years old. Oh my god. What is Jack? 38? 37. Wow. Wow. Man, this is hard. I can't see... Yeah, like I said, I can't see Gregory Rodriguez getting knocked out by Jack Hermanson. And I can't see Gregory Rodriguez... I could see him TKOing Jack Hermanson if he catches him with like a big shot. But I mean, I could see Gregory TKO or decision. Give me Gregory Rodriguez. Probably by decision because Jack is a really tough guy. Yeah. Give me G-Rod. G-Rod, yeah. He's overdue for a good win. Next fight, Felipe Lima versus Peyton Talbot. Man, did Hayoni make Peyton look like an average Joe? Do we see Felipe Lima mimicking Hayoni Barcelos' game plan against Peyton Talbot? I don't think so. Man, Felipe is really good though. He was subbed one time. He was subbed his first ever fight he fought, and he hasn't lost since. He's on a 14-fight win streak. And Peyton Talbot, man, he's so mid to me. Or not mid, but human. He's still really young. Still really young. Yeah, give me I just see Peyton. Peyton's a little bit taller, a little bit younger. He likes to KO. Is he going to KO Felipe? He's a lot bigger. I think he figures out how to... He's going to figure out how to beat Felipe Lima. He'll figure it out. Give me Peyton Talbot. Looks like he only knows how to knock dudes out. Peyton Talbot, knockout or decision. Probably knockout. Next. It's the co-main event. It's Beneil Dariush versus Hainato Mani Moicano. Very, very similar records. Both. Ooh, see, I'm running out. Both, both like the submission. See, I think that's where they cancel each other out is on the ground. Actually, maybe Dariush is probably a little bit better, but Hoinato's more active on the feet. Dariush probably has a little bit more power. Come on, man. I love me some Money Moicano. I hate to see him lose to Benny here though. I don't want I don't want to see a boring decision either. It's like the UFC fighters that I watch their podcast. It's so awkward after they fucking lose the podcast right after. Like fucking who was it? Gilbert Burns. He just got knocked out effortlessly to Michael Morales. Like he effortlessly got knocked out, and I had Gilbert winning. I'm an idiot. Anyways, I want Moicano to win, so I'm gonna go against him because if he loses, his podcast is just gonna look. I know he acts different from everybody else because he just doesn't give a shit. I'm gonna take I'll take Benny Dariush because like I said, a bit more power on the feet, and they cancel each other on the ground, and he's not scared or intimidated. So I'll take Benny. Next up, Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. Van, I think a lot of people are on that bandwagon now. Brandon Royval, he's very mid fighter. I don't see how like he's not great in any area. I still think he might beat Joshua Van. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Him jumping up, then beating number seven, and then going up, and then what? Is he gonna get a fucking? Is he gonna get a title shot next? Josh Van gets a title shot next. So Josh Van beats Brandon Royval, and then Pantoja beats Kai Kara France, and then Josh Van is next for the title, and then Pantoja absolutely decimates Josh Van. It's probably something like that's gonna happen. I can't picture Brandon Royval beating Josh Van because Royval's just not that great. Give me Josh Van probably by decision. Josh Van decision. The flyweights need a new face, and he's pretty chill. Speaking of flyweights, Kai Kara France trying to dethrone Alessandre Pantoja. I called Pantoja choking out Asakura his last fight, along with probably everybody else that watches UFC. Um, Everybody knows Car France has power in his hands. It's weird for a flyweight. Everybody else knows that Pantoja likes the submission. He's also got a real awkward herky jerky stand up style. Um, do you think he's gonna sub, or do you think he's just gonna ragdoll for 5 rounds? Let's see. I I just curious because I've never seen Pantoja lose. Dustin Ortiz, which is wild. Figueredo. Askarov, yeah, he's really good, but he's like MIA. He like retired now. He lost to Kai. This is one and only loss. It's crazy. Yeah, this isn't. It's not really one to dwell on. If you want to, this is another lock. Pantoja, sub, or decision. It's probably not going to pay out much, but Pantoja, sub or decision. What the fuck is that? It's my camera just caught. It's probably not good that I'm here streaming and shit because you could literally see the people who are walking by my house. But yeah, let's yeah, Pantoja. He gets his 30th dub. 30-5 is a pretty fucking sick record. It reminds me of Fedor. Without further ado, this one I kind of want to talk about for a while. I really liked when Charles Oliveira came in the UFC. He was one of my favorite fighters because he was um, sporadic stand up, but like ridiculous jiu-jitsu. He went to the UFC bad young. He was like 20. But I remember he lost to Jim Miller early in his career. I think he got his first loss in. He got subbed by Jim Miller. Then he beat Jim Miller by submission. So he lost by Jim Miller submission, and then he avenged Jim Miller by decision in his career, which is pretty sweet. He also is like hard to bet on. Either you go Charles Oliveira to win or you don't, because you can't say he's going to win by sub and be indefinite, because then he can go out there and he can fucking Michael Chandler you. So, but I think Ilya Tupuria has too much power in his hands. I think Charles Oliveira gets hurt every fucking fight. Literally every single fight. He gets his chin touched. And I think Ilya Tupuria has just got a little bit too much power. You can't let him touch your chin at all. And Charles is going to really have a hard time avoiding that. And I don't think he's going to... I don't think he's going to chase after Ilya Topuria the entire time. I think it's going to be the opposite. I think Topuria... I think he's going to show out. I think he's going to absolutely decimate Charles Oliveira. And that's coming from a Charles Oliveira fan. To Bronx for life. But I see Ilya Topuria... I see him beating up Charles Oliveira. Everybody's on the Charles train. He's got a lot of fans. He's got a lot of fans. But I'm trying to justify him winning, and how is he going to do it? Could he tag Ilya? Yeah, and then if he stumbles him or rocks him with like a short hook, or I don't know, if Charles gets his neck, anything can happen. It'd be sweet to see Charles as the champion again. It would be so sick. Also, it would be sick to see Ilya Topuria as champ, because I can see him touching up a lot of those fucking guys in lightweight. Yeah, give me Ilya Topuria. Give me Ilya Topuria by knockout. Give me Ilya Topuria by knockout. I might take like, I might hedge that with like $5. Charles submission or something like that. I think that's the only way Charles wins is if he like freak sub or something like that. Ilya would be stupid to just fuck around and go to the ground. If he fucked around, because he could take Charles down at will. If he wanted it on the ground, he would take it to the ground. If he did that to just be cocky, I think he would pay the price. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to give me Ilya Topuria by knockout. There's too much at stake. Let's be real. There's too much at stake. Give me a Topuria to win the main event in the lightweight crown. Who would have fucking thought? Who would have thought we would ever see Ilya Topuria as the lightweight champion? Anyways, let me recap my picks. I'm gonna go Janata Denise, Jacoby Smith, Borshev, Tracy Cortez, Jose Delgado, Gregory Rodriguez, Peyton Talbot, Beneil Dariush, Joshua Van, Alejandro Pantoja, and without further ado, Ilya Topuria. Those are my picks for UFC 317 in Vegas. Love when there's fights in Vegas. They're gonna start probably 6:30, something like that. I don't know. Better than like too early of a fight card. If the fights start like noon, they only go to like 4 or 5, and you have the whole day to do nothing. Or you JO about 7 times, and then never mind. Yeah, UFC 317. That's tomorrow, Saturday, June 28th. I'm excited. What else is tomorrow? There's like other shit tomorrow. PFL. Is that tomorrow? Is PFL tonight? There's PFL tonight? No, there's not. There is. What the fuck, bro? It starts at 8:30. Yo, I'm gonna put some bets in. Peace out.